The Backyard Squirrel War, a pet Sentry nature documentary. Here, in a modest 600-square-foot patch of grass, bordered on all sides by a wooden privacy fence, an ancient conflict plays out daily. It has no treaties, no ceasefires, no end in sight. This is the story of the Backyard Squirrel War, and the small, determined combatant who has appointed himself its sole defender. His name is Baxter. He is a 9-year-old golden retriever. He did not ask for this responsibility, and yet, every single morning, he answers the call. Chapter 1. The Territory. The battlefield itself is unremarkable by any objective standard. A single oak tree stands near the northern fence line. A bird feeder hangs from a low branch, ostensibly for birds, though its true function has long since shifted. And along the eastern fence, a narrow gap, no wider than a fist, serves as the primary point of enemy infiltration. Baxter has never successfully sealed this gap. He has, however, personally inspected it no fewer than 4 times a day for the past 6 years. Chapter 2. The Enemy. The opposing force is, by most measures, a single eastern grey squirrel, though Baxter maintains with total conviction that it is in fact several distinct individuals working in coordinated shifts. There is no evidence for this theory. There has never been any evidence for this theory. And yet, 6 years into the conflict, Baxter has not once revised his position. Notice the squirrel's posture, relaxed, unhurried. This is an animal that has never once been in genuine danger, and yet carries itself with the quiet confidence of a creature who is fully aware of that fact. Chapter 3. First Contact, 6:14 a.m. First contact of the day. Baxter has detected movement at the fence line. What follows is a display refined over nearly a decade of near-daily conflict. Total stillness, ears forward, weight shifted onto the front paws, and then launch. Full commitment, zero hesitation. In this moment, Baxter is not a 9-year-old dog with mild hip stiffness and a grain-free diet. He is, in his own mind, an apex predator answering a threat to his entire territory. The squirrel, for its part, appears to have left approximately 4 seconds before this was necessary. Chapter 4. The Standoff. And so we arrive at the standoff, a ritual that has played out, by conservative estimate, over 4,000 separate times. Baxter positions himself at the base of the oak. The squirrel positions itself on the lowest available branch, safely out of reach, and does not move. Neither party will yield. Neither party has ever yielded. This standoff will end not in victory for either side, but in Baxter's slow, gradual loss of interest, roughly 11 minutes from now. Chapter 5. Reinforcements. Here, a critical development. A second squirrel has entered the theatre of operations, seemingly unrelated to the first, and almost certainly uninterested in the ongoing standoff at the oak tree. But to Baxter, this is not a coincidence. This is proof of a coordinated multi-front operation, executed specifically to test his resolve. He abandons his post at the oak without hesitation and redirects fully toward the new arrival. The first squirrel, no longer under any form of surveillance, simply leaves. It does not appear to have been part of any coordinated plan. Chapter 6. The bird feeder incident. No account of this conflict would be complete without addressing the single greatest ongoing insult to Baxter's authority, the bird feeder. Installed by the humans of this territory with the stated purpose of feeding songbirds, it has instead become something closer to an open buffet, hanging just high enough to remain fully out of Baxter's reach at all times. He cannot reach it. He has never been able to reach it. And yet, every single day, he returns to stand beneath it and stare upward, as though sheer persistence might one day override the laws of physics. Chapter 7. A rare moment of almost victory. And then, a moment years in the making. A squirrel, momentarily overconfident, pauses in the open grass, farther from the fence line than is typically advisable. Baxter seizes the opportunity immediately. This is, by every visible measure, the closest he has come to actual contact in recent memory, and the gap once again proves decisive. 6 years of daily conflict, 0 confirmed captures. The record remains intact. Chapter 8. Why this actually happens. Now, stepping briefly outside the drama of it all, This entire ritual, funny as it looks, is rooted in genuine, well-documented instinct. Chasing small, fast-moving animals taps directly into a dog's prey drive, an instinct that exists regardless of breed, age, or how well-fed a dog happens to be at any given moment. For many dogs, this kind of chase behavior isn't really about food or aggression at all. It's an outlet, a form of exercise and mental stimulation that satisfies something deeply built in, whether or not the chase is ever actually successful. Chapter 9. Is the war even a problem? A brief, practical note from our research team, since this remains, at its core, a channel about pet health as much as backyard mythology. For most dogs, this kind of chase behavior is harmless and even beneficial, a good outlet for energy, provided the yard is secure and the dog isn't at risk of escaping through a gap while in full pursuit. What is worth monitoring is a dog that becomes so fixated on the chase that they refuse food, water, or rest, or one that shows signs of real distress rather than simple excitement. In Baxter's case, extensive documentary evidence suggests this is, without question, the highlight of his entire day. Chapter 10. The ceasefire. And so, as it does every evening, the war reaches its temporary, unspoken ceasefire. As daylight fades, both combatants appear to mutually, silently agree that today's conflict has concluded. The squirrel returns to the fence line unbothered. Baxter, having given everything he had to give, allows it to pass without so much as raising his head. Tomorrow, at approximately 6:14 a.m., hostilities will resume in full, and so concludes another day in the ongoing, deeply one-sided conflict known in this household simply as the backyard squirrel war. No treaties have been signed, no progress has been made, and in all likelihood, none ever will be. This has been Pet Sentry. If your own backyard is home to a similar ongoing conflict, tell us about your combatants in the comments. We'd like to document them. And if you enjoyed this one, check out our full breakdown of the equally unwinnable rivalry between dogs and vacuum cleaners. A conflict Baxter, for what it's worth, has also never once come close to winning. Subscribe for weekly pet health and behavior videos. Stay positive. See you in the next one.